Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today we're gonna be talking about German lesbian movies slash content you should watch. Also, let me know down below in the comments which other countries should I go ahead and create a list on when it comes to lesbian content. I will also really appreciate that ideas. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. And also thank you so much for all the love and all the support you guys been showing on the channel. I really do appreciate it, and let me know your personal opinion on this list. And first we're gonna start off with looping. So basically it's three women, three different stories, one room in a psychiatric clinic. A strong and tumultuous relationship erupts among them, involving into an energetic, honest and erotic bond. This takes them to a point where their hopes may be fulfilled in very different ways. The movie was released in 2016 and has a 7 out of a 10 rating. The plot is actually interesting. It's a drama film. Yes, this one is very different. That's why I have decided to put it in number one, because I feel like the story is interesting and I would definitely recommend you guys to go watch to find out more details regarding it. And then moving on to number two, we have two mothers. Katja and Isabella decide to beget a child. The married couple agrees or not wanting a third person to have a donor. Like many lesbian couples in Germany, they have to find out that the road to a common child is much harder than expected. So the movie, shows their journey later on how things actually develop on them trying to figure things out, and also starting to have problems in their relationship because of this whole situation. And yes, the movie was released in 2013. It's available to watch and it's kind of a classic, so that's why I've also wanted to include it just in case any of you didn't know about it. And then moving on to a classic one, Amy and Jaguar. In the 90s, while the Allies are bombing Berlin and the Gaps is Persian, the capital of Jewess, a dangerous love affair blossoms between two women. One of them, Lily, is married and the other, and mother of 4 sons, enjoys the privilege of her stature as an example of motherhood. Their affair will actually be the most basically strong bond that the two ladies will create. Felicia is a Jewish and member of the underground. Their love falls in very different ways because they want to be together, but they know that the circumstances of the situation that it is won't be easy for them to actually have a normal relationship. And then moving on, we have Sonia. A teenage girl, Sonia tries to deal with her separated parents and her boyfriend as she becomes aware her love for her best friend isn't just a phase. Eventually she confronts Julia with a confession. Julia can't reciprocate Sonia's feelings, and the film ends up sadly. It was actually released in 2006. It's classic old school because of the movie quality, because it's very dangerous when you mix friendship and relationship. So that's why they have not decided to go with the story the way I was expecting it to go, but it's still a nice 5 out of a 10. And then moving on to the next one, we have The Colony. The movie was released in 2021 and good, spectacular reviews. It's set in a distant future. A female astronaut, epic weight on a long distant Earth must decide the fate of her waterlands remaining populous. According to the reviews, there is actually a lesbian slash bisexual character. If you guys have more details, let me know down below in the comments if she really is. I just went based on reviews and it seems like she is, but I'm not 100% sure. So once again, the movie is called The Colony and it was released actually in 2021, so it's not that old, it's like basically new. So let me know your opinion on it. Is she lesbian or is she bisexual? And then moving on to the next one on the list, we have Northland. The movie was released in 2014. It's a drama. During a trip to Norway, Eleni sadly finds herself alone. Plans to travel and be together are settled when her friend Kaya dumps her in one of the most remote places in the world. Yet she does not give up, and decides to continue the planned journey, and that's where she leads to a whole nother different direction in life. So basically there were two girlfriends planning on going on the trip. The other girl dumped her girlfriend while they were on the trip, so the other one decided to go further on with the journey and the other one have decided to go back home. So basically that is what it's about. things get interesting because it's like you're planning a future with someone, but the other person actually ends up, jumping off the boat and letting you alone on it. So let me know if you guys have watched this movie and what would you rate it. And then moving on to the next one on the list, we have The Girl is the Spider Web. It's about a young computer hacker, Elizabeth, and journalist Michael find themselves caught in a web series, cyber criminals and corrupt government officials. It was released in 2018. Even though it's not 100% German, it's mixed between Germany and the US. The lead character has an intimate relationship with another character. It kind of reminds me of Atomic Blonde type of vibes. Yes, this is one of those movies that I want to go watch. It really caught my attention, not only because of the story, but also because of the quality of the movie. So if any of you have more details regarding it and on the relationship that developed between the two ladies, please let me know down below in the comments if the movie is actually worth the watch. But I think it's interesting because also of the ratings. They got really, really, really good ratings. And then moving on to the next one, we have Monster. It was released in 2003. It's a crime drama. It's a homeless most of her life. Ellen gets into the street. She tries to set her life, straight, but when nothing works out, she starts robbing her clients. She ends up developing a lesbian and toxic relationship with another young lady, and the relationship is not any regular type of relationship. Things gets real toxic and real confusing between them, and also they actually become very codependent on one another and not wanting to let go, as they both are trying to figure out life and how to make their circumstances and their situation better. So things get tricky and things can get complicated. And then moving on, we have Happy End. Luca is in the middle of her A-level exams, heading for a career as a high-flying lawyer when she is, mistakenly accused of a criminal damage and sentenced to community service in a hospice. There she meets Valerie, who is a community server in the hospice in this case, determined to carry out the last wishes of her friend, and they embark on a journey together. The movie was released in 2014, so basically they embark on a journey together, and that's how they end up falling in love with one another. They have their ups, they have their downs, but if you guys want more details regarding it, I would recommend you guys watching it. And then moving on to the next one, we have Anjesakti. The movie was released in 2016. It's a drama about two good friends who discover their love on a holiday together, which turns their old life upside down because they end up having to find a way to balance their feelings for each other and still keep their friendship alive. So things can get complicated. We all know how that goes. Once you start to have feelings for one of your best friends and you tell them that you like them and you guys develop an intimate relationship, it can really, really come between your friendship and your relationship that you guys are starting to develop. So it can get very, very tricky and interesting. And moving on to the last one, we have Ghosted. A mysterious love story between Hamburg and Taipei. There are two strangers that fall in love with each other. It was released in 2009. It's a drama/thriller. While one of them are still grieving off balance due to the passing of her ex-lover, a German lesbian artist discovered that she has attracted a mysterious Taiwanese journalist. It actually got very, very low ratings because I don't know why, maybe because of the quality of the movie, but I still feel like the plot is interesting because it's like you trying to move on from someone who you lost and you fall in love with someone new. So it can get interesting. So yes guys, that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.